Alright you lot, how's it going? Now, some of you may remember this and some of you may not. Who remembers the old Honda Camino moped? That was a white moped from the 50s at some point, pedal started, 2-stroke, 50cc, 49cc, and it was lovely. I don't think any of you ever see it running because I was too young when I got it and I never was doing YouTube or anything. But remember, I started YouTube in 2007 on the 27th of October. So I don't think I was making it. Anyway, so a few times you'd seen it in videos not running because one day it just all of a sudden stopped. I don't know why. Well, now I do know why. But at the time I didn't know why it all of a sudden stopped running. It didn't seize up or do anything. It just wouldn't start one day, as far as I can remember. I'm surprised of what has actually happened to it, because I know now. I'm surprised about that. But I know that one day, my dad said it went bang, but I don't remember ever going bang. I remember a bit of a backfire, but anyway. So, what actually happened was, the small end bearing apparently went bang. And scored up the bore and the piston and everything. Because what I did was I sold it to a bloke called Sam. Now, funny story actually. I sold it to him, he wanted it just for the wheels. So we come and collected it, blah blah blah. I said I don't know why it don't run, blah 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 blah. Anyway, and that was the end of the story. And then last weekend, I was rummaging around in my old garage at my mum and dad's house. Well, my dad was rummaging around, but he found a load of stuff and said, do I want any of it? And the old flywheel case was in amongst a load of stuff. I said, oh bloody hell, I wish I still had the telephone number for the bloke who bought it. Anyway, Wednesday, that bloke texted me. And we're talking 3 or 4 or 5 months ago now when I sold it to him. But last Wednesday he texted me and he said he'd seen a couple of my YouTube videos on that moped. Do I have any more? And I said no. But then he said he got it running, and it runs mint. He's rebuilt it, he's painted it, he's done everything to it. It looks brilliant. So he sent me a few video clips and a few photos, which I'll put in now.
Yeah. Is it bright lights? They actually work.
It's fantastic. So for those of you that saw it and it was a bit of a mess, I never did anything with it. I went down to Swift's Motorcycles when I was a teen. I don't really know. I think I was about 13. Went with my dad. The idea was I'd get a project because I messed around with my quad bike and other little small engines, lawnmowers and things. But I wanted a little bit of a running project to rebuild was the idea. I was going to rebuild it. Restore it, you know, take it apart, paint it and all that kind of stuff. I never did. I bought it, rode it around the garden a few times, and that was it. I never took it apart. I never did anything to it. I just never did. You know, it's one of them things where you think, oh, that'd be a lovely idea, you know, learning, because at the time I didn't know a lot. I was only 13 or so, thereabouts. So, anyway, then it sat in the sheds for many, many years, gathered many, many cobwebs, and that was that. So it's fantastic now that it runs well. So well done there, Sam. Well done, dude. I think you'll be watching. So well done. And if you liked what he's done with it, you lot, put in the comments and let him know that you liked it, because I think it's fantastic. I'm going to send him that flywheel cover in the post, and then it'll be pretty much perfect. It'll be fully restored then, and it'll be fantastic. It'll be absolutely brilliant. So well done, Sam. So I've got a few small things to sort out. The old manifold there is going alright. I haven't got any problems as yet, fingers crossed. So I've got a few small things. That one is one of them. Look. When I put that pipe on, I didn't put it in the right position, and now it's rubbing against the air conditioning lines. So I've got to sort that out. And the other thing, I'll grease that at some point. A few leaks under here, but if that's not leaking, then you know, then that's alright. We don't mind any of that leaking. I've got to grease that and all. But the other thing is, there we go, that's what we've got to fix. That downpipe sitting against the sump. So that obviously moved when I did the turbo. I don't know how that could have moved when I did the turbo. I suppose I didn't unbolt it, did I? I didn't unbolt it. I reckon when I put that new manifold on, it must be slightly different shape. And what it's done is it's pulled the downpipe, because that comes down from up there, see? It's pulled that a bit closer to the engine. So now we've got that hitting there. So I've got to try and I've got that where is it? Got rubber there, one of them. I'm gonna have to try and pull it and hopefully it will move. I hope so anyway. Need to do an oil change on it as well. I might do a gearbox oil change as well. I ain't got a nut for that. I need a bolt for that really. That's the drain. If you go for any if you go wading, you're meant to put a bolt in there. Stop water getting in there. Anyway, looks alright under here now. Still got my squeaky steering, it come back. The prop looks alright, I hope. Got to grease it. I put a bit of grease on it, but the rest of it's looking alright. Gets a bit rusty as you go down there though, but never mind. Right. Right, let's pull on this and see if I can get it to move. Well, I tried pulling it, but it just springs back into place. There's a small gap there now, but obviously when it starts up and moves about, the engine's going to move, the exhaust is going to move, it's all going to start hitting again. So I might have to unbolt it. I thought about unbolting it and putting a dent in it, so it's got a bit of a dent there. I might do that. Unbolt it and try and bolt it back in a different place, but you can't really do that because it's, you know, it has to go in the right holes. So who else? Has anyone else had that issue? Put the other sport manifold on and your downpipe hits on your sump. Bit random. I'll sort it out at some point. I was thinking I might get a metal strap, put it around the frame there, put it around there, do it up, and it'll pull it away then, won't it? Pull it towards the frame. I might do that. We'll see what happens. We'll get a big enough metal strap though. It's got to be metal, otherwise it'll melt. Can't be cable ties or nothing, it'll melt. I'll have a look. Ah, by the way, an interesting thing happened. I don't know whether they saw it or not, SGS, but you know in the last video, turn that light on. In the last video, oh that battery's charging. In the last video, I said about this spool being ridiculously stupid. It doesn't work at all now. It's stupid, and I was going to go and get a steel one and just put that on it because I like the steel spools. They're good. They work as long as they work and they're easy to use. But they put a Twitter post up. SGS did, and they said it's about a guide. You know, where they put a guide up. So I said, "Are you still using the same spools or whatever it is?" I can't remember now. I think I said, "You still using the same spools?" They said, "No, we got a new design of spool." And they'd like to send me one. So I don't know whether they've been watching the videos and they know how shit it is or what, but they're going to send me one apparently. So that would be good if they do. Apparently it's a new design. So I'm really excited to see that. So I'm not going to go and get a steel one yet. I'm going to see what the new one turns out to be like. And I'll do a full video on it. And I won't even open up the packaging. I'll open it up with you lot watching and we'll compare it to the old one. Because here is one of the new... This is what they sent me because... Well, I can't remember if I bought that or if they sent it, to tell you the truth. No, that was it. The actual, it's down there, there's the old one, look. That broke. So they sent me the whole lot, the whole new thing. And it come with a new spool. So what I did is I took the new one off and I used the old spool, and so I had this one as a spare. But it's the same design as this one here, so it's going to be just as shit, no good whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is when I get this new one that they're going to send me out, hopefully, if they go with what they said, which would be really good if they did, I'll do a full complete video and we'll compare the new design what they've got to this old design. And obviously I've still got loads of strimming to do, because I went out with, there's loads of strimming to do. There's you know, there's little nettles and grass. This can't even cope with little bits of grass. This is meant to be an industrial trimmer and a professional trimmer. Anyway, I've got little bits of grass, but then there's along the edge of a field where there's electric fence, there's big nettles, and this, you know, a steel one of this size, a strimmer of that size would be able to cope with them. I know it can, because I've done it for years. So I'm going to go and test the new design of spool out on those nettles. Not this one, the new one. And obviously we'll see how it goes. And if it's crap again, I will tell you. Even though they're supposed to be sending it out to me for free to try, I will tell you if it's crap. Because I don't want to promote something if it ain't no good. Simple as that. Put that out as a note to all of you. If any of you want to send me something to test or to review, then I will do it, but I will say it as it is. None of this, oh it's brilliant crap, and it turns out not to be. There's a few times that I've gone on what, you know, I thought I want to buy something, so I look it up on the internet, and I come across a few videos. And people are like, oh there, this is really good. They've sent me out this product to test. Oh, it's marvellous, it's fantastic, it's the best one out there. Definitely go and buy it. So I'm like, alright, go and buy it. Turns out to be crap. And so I always tell you how it is, and you lot know that by now. Anyway, I haven't done it for a long time. Let's see what the comments we've got are. I ain't turned this telephone on for quite a while. I forget how to do it. There must be that button there. Oh, there it is. Right, I'll let this load up and do whatever it's got to do, and then we'll come back and look at some comments. Rightio, you lot, here we go. I ain't read any comments for a long while. Look at all this. Blimey, man. I've been too busy. Right, Pee-wee15. Looks like he commented on my last video. Where are you off to tomorrow? We could meet up. What do you mean we could meet up? Hey? Do I know you? Pee-wee15. Do I even know you? I don't think I know you, do I? Where do you live? I have no idea. Tomorrow? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Saturday? I'll be working. William Dunmore Globs. You committed the cardinal sin in spraying the bike with degreaser. Ah, I'm pretty sure that was on a video where I had a quad bike and I sprayed the whole lot in degreaser to clean it. I mean, who cares, man? What's it? Just going to get all the grease off. And then if you spray it on the chain or things that are meant to be greasy, you just put more on. Simple as that. Who cares, man? I spent years using degreaser to clean my bikes and it works bloody brilliant. What we got here? Big Bad John. Depends, what does it say? Depends on the zinc content. Long-term use can cause injector fouling and failure. Aye aye Captain, that was on my video about using two-stroke oil in your diesel. If you've got a diesel car, you probably can't do it with the really new ones, but with the sort of oldish ones, I mean I do it with the Land Rover Discovery, the TD5, I do it in the van. That's a 2011 Renault Traffic 2-litre engine. I've done it for years. Two-stroke engine, it's got to be low ash. Two-stroke engine, two-stroke oil in the diesel, it's got to be low ash. Now, I don't know, it may well do. I mean, there's many theories about it can do good and it can do damage. I know for 100% fact it makes the engine run a bit smoother, and you do notice a bit of difference with the response of the throttle. It's a bit more, just goes up, it's just better. It responds better because it lubricates the pump and the injectors and all the lines and everything. I know, you know, because nowadays diesel's got a lot. The radio going off. Diesel's got a lot of ethanol in it usually these days. But anyway, it may be good, it may be bad. I've never come across any real tests that put it as bad, nor that put it as good. But, you know, who knows? It may kill the injectors, it may not. I mean, what do you do if it does? Just put new ones in. So, we got here the old Glyn Roberts. Oh, Glyn, mate, I've missed you. Where you been? I think 55 points commented at some point. He's a good old chap, that is, 55 points. So is Glyn. Glyn's a good old chap. What did he say, old Glyn? Hello, Glyn, mate. How you doing? Luckily, you won't have to pay high fuel prices when you get yourself an electric car, and you will be saving the planet when I get myself an electric car. Glyn, what is the actual matter with you? Hey, I need a new camera because it never focuses on nothing, let alone a new car. I tell you what, the temperature is, well, it's not hot. It's 29 degrees as we speak at the moment, and it's 10 to 8 in the evening. It's probably a bit low, it's probably about 27 now. It's 29 when I come out here, I sweat like a piglet. The hotter weather gets, the worse this camera gets. I use it far too much. It's not even that old. I bought it in 2015, I think. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I won't be getting an electric car until I'm absolutely forced to. Next one down. Oh, we've got Pee-wee15 again. Great video. Well, thank you very much, dude. I really appreciate... Well, I'm assuming you're a dude. You might be a woman. Might be a dudette. Anyway, I really appreciate your comments. But I don't know who you are. And it seems you want to meet me. I'm not sure if I should be scared or just happy. Who knows? Right. Lucky we didn't have to let our cars... What? Lucky we don't have to let our cars check unless it got new owner. Hey? That don't make any sense. Lucky we don't have to... I think what old... I think what you're trying to say there, dude, is lucky you don't have to have your cars checked. So, I know that you're out there in South Africa. So is there no inspections or MOTs or nothing? So your cars just don't have to be checked, you just drive them. Is that right? If you're in any other country, let me know what you have to do to keep your car on the road in your country. In this country, you have to have an MOT. I can't remember what that bloody well stands for, but you have to have an MOT every year. Used to be every 3 years, now it's every year. So basically, you take it to a garage, and they put it on a lift, and they check the tyres to make sure they're not bald. They check wheel bearings, they check for playing bushes and steering bushes and steering rack and the brakes. They make sure there's brakes pads have got enough meat on them, and they check things like that. They do check for oil leaks, but not much. I mean, you know, there's many more things that could go wrong that it's not in an MOT test. They test window wipers and light bulbs and things, just basic things. So what happens in your country to keep? Do you have any checks? Is it more stricter than that? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Right, I'm about to do many more comments, so we'll save some for another day. MF50B, that's a good old dude he is. Is it a dude or a she? I don't know. Can't beat a good early start to the day. Enjoyed the content and good mix of subjects. Go Husky for a streamer. I love mine. Oh, thank you very much for your kind words there, MF50B. Really pleased that you enjoyed the content. Yes, I think that video that you're commenting on was my last video, and that did have a bit of a mixture. What do you lot like? Because I really enjoy making all kinds of videos. That's why it's willy-nilly. I like the ones where I film random crap and put music in between and speed things up. I enjoy making those. I enjoy editing those. But then I also enjoy making the ones where I just talk to a camera and don't do any editing whatsoever apart from sticking it together. What ones do you prefer? Because that's how I started off. Just filming stuff, talking. I didn't cut out any, you know, wrong words, or if I had a pause or whatever. I didn't cut anything. I just stuck the little clips together and away we went. But on the ones where I spend a bit more time editing, they're good fun. What ones do you prefer? I don't know. I'm still going to do both, no matter what you lot say. I just wondered what you prefer. Oh look, there's 55 points comment. Right, for this one we'll stop on the 55 points comment. Okay, so one more comment here from a Blue Oval Craig. Got any money trees growing? Ah yes, I've got plenty of apple trees and banana trees. No money trees, unfortunately. If I had money trees, I wouldn't be standing here now. I would be standing in a big field somewhere with a motocross track and some monster trucks and some things, making really cool videos, and not these little ones where I just stand around talking about crap. Oh, well, I've already read that one. That's the same one. 55 points. You are the dude. 55 points. It's a shame you don't comment as much as you did. You've been around for years, Mr. 55 points. He's a good supporter of mine over in America. He's in Wisconsin, I think. Thank goodness we don't have any mandatory vehicle inspections in our state. Oh, there we go. Look, no mandatory vehicle inspection. So in over there, then, obviously, what do you have to do there, mate? But I imagine that will come in time as well. I hope it's all... Yeah, well, you know, as health and safety and anything like that has gone completely mad, it's stupid now. I'll go into that in another video. There's a big... I could go on for that for weeks. what happens in your country then, dude, and anyone who else is in America, Wisconsin especially? What do you have to do to your cars? For some reason, it's quite strict over here. Anyway, thanks for watching. The radio's going mad. I'm going to go and see if I can make a radio video. And I'll see you on the next one, dudes. Take care, won't you?